Hey everybody, David Andrews here. We're talking about the healthy habit of meditation. Today is day 6 in our series. And I wanted to share with you an idea about meditation that relates to what's going on in the world today. And when I look at the society and I look at what's happening globally in the year 2020, and it is now the month of October, what we see across the globe is a pandemic of fear. And in this pandemic of fear, people are acting in strange ways. So what I want to share today is how to survive the pandemic of fear. And if you have any fear whatsoever with regard to the pandemic, or any anxiety related to the pandemic, or any depression related to this situation, or if you know anyone who is suffering from fear, anxiety, or depression, please share this video. Because what I'm going to share with you tonight is a remedy, a way to survive and thrive in this current environment, which is a pandemic of fear. And so you can see one of the solutions is just getting out here in nature. So you can see this beautiful lake, and we've got some trees turning color. It's absolutely fantastic. We got some tall reeds here behind me. It's a gorgeous evening. The sun has just set. So first tip is get outside in nature every single day. That will help. That's sort of a bonus. It's not about meditation necessarily, but first, get outside in nature is a key. And getting in nature is a great place to meditate. So tonight, if you look across the lake, there's a hill over there. And I climbed up on that hill and I had a perfect view of the sunset. So I was able to sit on the hill and meditate for about 15 minutes while I gazed at the sun. So that's a perfect example of a way to conquer the fear from a pandemic, is to gaze at the sun, be in nature. Those are some really good external things that you can do. Change your environment, change your thought pattern, change your viewpoint. But the real secret to surviving this pandemic of fear is to go within. So the way out is to go in. The way out of the pandemic of fear is to go within. Because the power that we all have resides inside of us. It resides in our ability to maintain our mental state. And if you can maintain your mental state no matter what's happening in the external environment, you will find a great deal more peace and joy and love and harmony. And it will help you reduce any fear, anxiety, depression that you may be having or experiencing as a result of all the restrictions that have been, levied by government mandates. And so what I wanted to share with you tonight is this ability to go within. And when I talk to people about meditation, or when we try a sample meditation with either work colleagues or friends or associates or others who might have tried it for the first time, many people have a difficult time closing their eyes and being still for any length of time. And there's a famous quote, and I don't know who actually said it, but it was something to the effect of all of man's problems exist because of man's inability to sit quiet in a room alone. Or something to that effect. So that's the gist of the quote. And the idea behind that is, if we could calm our minds, if we can calm our bodies, if we can stop the madness. Oh wow, there was a big fish just jumped out there in the lake. So fantastic. Maybe you heard that. But if we can stop the madness inside our minds, the thought patterns that race, then we can have tranquility, peace, joy, and harmony, no matter what the external environment is. And so by practicing, you can develop the skill of going within and quieting your mind. And what I've mentioned in some of the other videos is this process of sitting quietly in the dark, in the silence, being still. And the question I have is, you can test yourself. You can ask yourself this question, and then you can actually measure the result. So how long can you sit quietly in a room by yourself with your eyes closed, motionless? In other words, without a television, without a radio, without your cell phone, without any music, without your earbuds, without a stereo, without a sound, without any distraction. How long can you stay in a state of stillness and silence just with yourself? So that's a question, and I pose it as a way to just simply reflect on the answer that you have, because only you can answer that question, and only you can decide if you would like to practice the remedy. The remedy to the pandemic of fear, anxiety, depression is to go within, to find silence, to find peace, to find joy within yourself. And so the distractions are really the enemy, or we might say the distractions are the obstacle or the challenge to overcome. And so by eliminating the distractions, and society is offering a plethora of distractions every single day, and that would be from obviously the news, from entertainment, from movies and music, from Hollywood, from games and gaming. There are many, many activities that will distract us from our inner self, because the society that we live in today, majority of the society we live in today, is pushing us to look outside of ourselves for the remedies to our stress, anxiety, fear, depression. In other words, people turn to alcohol, people turn to music, people turn to entertainment, people turn to sports. These are all things outside of ourselves that we look to remedy our internal stress. But the actual benefits and the solution is already inside of us. We already have the solution. It's available 24/7 right inside our own being. And so what I wanted to share tonight was this idea that if you go within, you can survive everything that's happening without. So the external environment, as crazy as it is, will have very little impact if you're consistently going within, calming your mind, feeling the peace that resides in your heart center. So getting your consciousness to move to your heart center and move out of your mind, if you will, your brain, and concentrate on that heart center, that's where the joy, peace, love can emanate from. So I hope that you will take up the challenge. I hope that you will ask yourself the question and then see if you can prove it to yourself by sitting silently by yourself and without any distractions, with your eyes closed. How long can you enjoy that experience? And then maybe you record it and you try it again the next day and you keep going. And I would love to hear, in the comments, how that's going. How's the benefits? How does it feel? How many, minutes can you last before you just can't take it anymore? So the building of the habit, the building of the healthy habit, as you can see from this experience we're having and focusing on meditation, can make a huge difference in your mental state. And when you stabilize your mental state, your physical state, your emotional state, your spiritual state all benefit. So I hope that you find peace, joy, and love. You can see the sun has gone down. It's starting to get dark. So we're going to wrap this up. And I wish you all the best as you practice your meditation. And if you go within, you will survive the pandemic of fear. And you will enjoy the benefits of love, joy, peace, harmony, simply by taking time to go within.